And we are back with Bruce Porter and Will Worsham, the big estate planning workshop coming up
May
in a
21st.
few weeks. All right,
Yep.
May 21st.
2 weeks.
Tell him the number again. He said the first 3 people that call and sign up get a free book.
Yeah, 882-1800. That'd be great. Come and learn. That's the main deal. It's come and enjoy an hour with us, and we'll cover a lot of information and give you lots of information to think about. So
it is fun.
That's a good thing.
I mean, we do have a good time.
Oh yeah, we do all kinds of stuff.
What do you know, when I think of estate planning, I'm thinking I have property, I have stocks, I have this. I think people are under a mistaken impression that if you're talking about estate planning, you have to own all this stuff that you want to distribute. Not really true, is it? I mean, anything is your estate that you own.
Yeah, I mean, our children.
Yeah, whatever you have is part of your estate. And so, I mean, yeah, you do have people that have smaller estates, and so we have different levels of estate planning. But it's about making sure, really, that, and sometimes people think of it about it as, it's what I want to happen with my stuff. And that certainly is part of it, but I like to think of it more as it's taking care of your people, your kids, your heirs, to make sure that they're not going to have a point in their life where they're going to be in disharmony with each other, that they're going to be fighting over your stuff, or that they're going to be put in a situation of not knowing what you wanted. If you're in one of those catastrophic health situations where perhaps death is likely but not imminent, and the doctor's saying, well, you have the opportunity, you can withhold food and water, you can withhold treatment, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what you wanted, but you can leave specific instructions that say, hey, this is what I want. And it just, I think, really, having been through that situation myself, really relieves a lot of the stress when you've left instructions for people as to what you want to have happen.
It's going to be taken care of, but it may not be the way you want it done.
Yeah, and it'll end up in court. And now you've got the whole probate system, depending on what the situation is. And that's a public thing. Like you've said before, then all of a sudden, your private affairs aren't so private anymore.
If it goes through probate, it's public.
It's all public. So I've had a lot of people, I knew, normally I'll do the initial appointment just to gather information. And people say, okay, I don't even know where to start. Well, here's a real easy question that'll help you solve that. If you're not here tomorrow, who's going to get your stuff? I mean, it's very simple. If you don't wake up, now that's how you estate plan. That's how you figure it out. You're not here to make any decisions. Who's going to decide the distribution of your assets? Who's going to decide the care of your children? All of these things. Who's going to decipher all of your documents, file claims, sell property, distribute your personal property? All of those things, and that kind of starts things in motion as far as how we're going to think about what we're doing. And you also, a lot of times, will discover issues and problems people think they have taken care of, but they don't. We had a lady that had sold property 11 years ago with no contract, no written documents, I guess on a handshake, but that's not...
It's not legal. You can't transfer property on a handshake. It has to be a written contract.
And so now we're trying to help her navigate through how to correct that. But when you have no documentation, it makes it very difficult. But at least while she's still got her wits about you at an older age, but at least right now, while she can understand and the other party can, at least we can get it rectified. And that's the main thing.
That's just one of those things.
I think another reason that people don't begin to plan is because they think that whatever they do, then they're not going to be able to change. They think it's locked in place, and then they're afraid they're going to make the wrong choice or make a bad decision. That's not true. I mean, there are certain plans you can make that portions of it or all of it are irrevocable, but that's not the normal way we're going to do it. We're going to put it in a revocable plan that you can change anytime you want.
And these are some of the things that folks can learn at the center. Tell them again, when is it going to be and where, and a number to call?
May 21st, the Resource Center, 1304 East Kingsley, 882-1800. First 3 people call, get a book, and look forward to having you there. It's informative. It's a good hour spent, and the cost is right. So
free.
Might even have coffee, cookie, teas, things like that.
Love that.
Made a profit already.
All right, bporter@color10.com if you have a question for Bruce. Will and Bruce, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
See you
next week.
All right, it's time to lock in your travel plans for this summer. Advanced Tour and Travel is next, so stick around.